Release the hands down. Another big inhale, filling up, gathering, bring it to the heart. Inhale, sweep up, gathering good stuff, drawing it in, and then taking yourself to your mat. You'll find that recline with or without a prop or support. I'll go ahead and stuff this beach towel that's rolled back here just as an example. Let's turn palms up here and let those shoulder blades be heavy on your mat. You can leave the knees bent, can take supine Baddha Konasana, bring soles of the feet together, drop the knees out. Maybe it feels better to have legs long, or walking those feet wide on your mat, knees just fall in towards each other. Closing your eyes here and tuning into your breath. Let's take the breath in and out through the nose, nice Ujjayi breath. And that steady, even rhythm. Again, always like to suggest starting with a 4-count inhale, a 4-count exhale. You can shorten that count if it feels better, or lengthen it, or maybe even take a 4-count inhale and extend the exhale to 5 counts. Finding your comfortable space. And smooth, long exhale naturally brings our nervous system into a calmer state. Let's take one more nice deep round breath here. Exhale that fully out. If you did put something between those shoulder blades, let's go ahead and move that to the side. We'll draw our knees into chest, give them a hug here. Let's circle those knees around. Massage the low back a little bit to get going this morning. Take those knee circles the other way. And then we'll draw that right knee in, hug it tight, extend left leg. We're going to hover that heel just an inch or two over your mat. Back of head is still resting. We'll take an inhale on the exhale. Draw nose up to knee here. Engage that core. Wake it up this morning. Exhaling, gently sending that head back down. And releasing that left heel to the mat. We'll let that bent right knee fall open a little bit out towards your right shoulder. Maybe setting left hand on the front of that left hip. Just a reminder to keep those hips grounded. Just taking a gentle opening of that right hip here. Bringing right knee back to center. We'll draw left knee in, hug that one, and send right leg long to hover over the mat. Take your deep inhale. On your exhale, draw nose to knee. Really feel that core wake up. Take another breath here and gently setting head down, setting that right heel down. Left knee falls open towards the shoulder. Again, can take a reminder, right hand on front of right hip. Keep those hips ground to the earth. Inhale, left knee comes back. We'll draw both knees in. Take hands behind the thighs. Doing some rocking and rolling, forward and back. Now massaging the length of the spine. And when you're ready, bring it all the way up to easy seated. Kind of cross-legged position here. And let's bring fingertips to those shoulders. On the inhale, we'll draw elbows together, up, back, and around for the exhale. Bring them forward, inhaling, back, and exhale one more time. Forward, inhale, back and around with the exhale, reversing. Inhale to the back, up, around, exhale as those elbows come together in front. And one more circle around. We'll release those fingers, walk them out as far as you can, then scrunch shoulders up by your ears, and no neck, right? Release through the mouth, the shoulders down. Take your right ear to right shoulder. Inhale. On your exhale, release that chin forward. Find the length in the back of the neck. Inhale, drawing top of head high and taking left ear to left shoulder. Making sure that those shoulders are not hopping up to meet the ear, right? Want weights on those shoulders. Exhale, bring that chin forward and down. Inhale, top of head to the sky. Let's sweep it up. Bring that right hand in front, left hand behind. Gentle twist. Take your gaze to the back hand. Inhale, draw it up to the sky and reverse your gentle twist. Come on, up, in, front. Bring those hands together. Let's roll forward and come to our tabletop. Working through a little cat, cow. Warming up the midsection of the body. Inhale, let that belly drop. Gaze comes gently forward. On the exhale, belly button pulls to spine. Find your angry cat. Really push and ground into the palms of those hands and those knees. Inhale. Exhale, find your cat. One more time. Let's inhale, drop that belly. Exhale. Bring it to your cat and neutralize that spine. Tailbone to the back of your mat. Gaze is down between those hands and top of head towards front of mat. We'll stretch right toes back. Curl them under. Opening up the sole of the foot, the back of the legs. If you are work from home warrior, maybe doing a lot of sitting, this might feel real good. Things might feel a little tighter than normal because you're not walking around in an office so much. Pick right toes up, cross them over. Take a look back. Inhale into right side of the body. Open up the space between each rib, that waist. And swing that right leg out to the side. Let's turn the toes up and curl the left toes. Sit back on your heel. Maybe if it doesn't feel good, just sit all the way down. If you've got a block or a pillow or something, you can sit on that. Or just keep this up higher. We'll creep those fingers forward. Stretch it out here. Nice long stretch. Hopefully you're feeling it kind of in this armpit area. You can even walk out on a diagonal towards those extended toes here, stretching the left side of the body. And come on back to center. We'll pull that right heel behind. Nice active core belly. Hold it into your spine here. Taking the full bird dog, releasing left hand forward. If that balance is good for you, can always work just the hand, just the foot, alternate them. And let's pull elbow and knee together. Crunch it in. Inhale, take the body long. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lengthen, and release the hand, release the knee. Take those left toes to the back of your mat. Press left heel away. Again, feel the opening in the sole of the foot, the back of the leg. You know, I've been a little more sedentary than normal myself, and I'm definitely feeling things tighten up. Take left toes, step them over. Look over that right shoulder. Breathe into the left side of your body. Open up. And sweep that left leg out to the side. I'm probably going to kick my window over here. We'll go ahead and curl right toes under if that feels okay. You can always leave the foot flat. Sit back on that heel. Again, toes curled, stretching them out or not. Left toes are aiming up towards your ceiling. Walk out on those fingertips. Tent the wrist. Bow the head here. And then crawl those fingers off towards the left, towards that extended leg. Increasing the stretch in this right armpit area, right side of the body. Head and neck are released. We'll walk on back to center. Press into that right shin. We're sweeping the left leg back now. Keeping that left foot flexed, toes pointed down. We're engaged in the core, holding strong. Find your bird dog. Release that right hand forward, or again, alternate arm and leg. Your practice, your decisions. Inhale on the exhale, we'll crunch it in. Inhale, take body long. Exhale, bring it together. Inhale long and release the hand, release the leg. Let's curl all those toes, take it up to a down dog. Oh, stretching the whole back body. Let's pedal out those feet. One at a time here. Let the top of the head hang heavy. Again, just a reminder, that neck is loose. You can take a gentle turn side to side or nod at yes, no. Keep your gaze back somewhere between knees and feet as that head hangs heavy. Releasing both heels down. Let's go ahead and take a bend in that left knee. We're going to swivel the left hip down. So again, we're finding a stretch in the right side of the body here. Twisting those feet just a little bit towards the right side of your mat. We'll inhale back to center, sink those heels. Right knee bends this time, swivel those toes, release that left hip in the direction of your mat, stretching left side of the body here. And come on back to center, release both those heels closer towards the earth. They don't have to touch, whatever stretch is good for you. Rise that right leg high and draw right knee towards right tricep. Inhale, rise right leg high. Exhale, draw towards that right tricep again. Let's take a little bend in the elbow here. My new thing, I think Susan was with me last night and saw this. We're kind of taking a half crow here, letting that knee rest on the back of the tricep. Step on back to your plank, find your down dog, catch your breath. Left leg rises. Bring that knee towards left tricep. Inhale, lengthen, stretch the body. Exhale, bring that left knee towards left tricep. We'll take that little bend in the elbow, rest the knee on the back of that left tricep. Half crow on the other side. And step back to your plank. Take it to your down dog. Bring that right foot forward. Let's step on up to high crescent lunge here. And on our exhale, we're going to release that left knee to hover. Hands come down. Inhale, rise. Left knee comes down to hover. Let's place those hands. Completely drop the back knee. Flatten the top of that foot. Reach on up to the sky for easy low lunge to start. Staying here, or maybe we want to bring the hands down. Sink a little deeper into that front knee. Little more stretch in the front of that left hip flexor. And release your hands down. Now they can be fisted, taking the crease out of the wrist. Hands can be flat. If you've got a book or block with you, you can elevate the floor. Wherever you are today, maybe you're coming down to forearms. Just find a comfortable deepening of your Anjaneyasana, your low lunge. Let's walk that right foot towards the edge of your mat. Drop the knee open just slightly. Let the sole of the foot peel up off the mat here. Coming back to center. Draw those hips back. Maybe take a hand on each side. If you've got a blocker book, you can always support, raise the floor a little bit. Not necessary. Just going to take some easy flow back and forth through the low lunge and a gentle half Hanuman, half split. So we're not going end range in either direction, just getting the fluids going in that hip. Next time we draw the hips back. Now let's stay here and deepen a little bit. Want to be straightish with that knee, but not locking again. You know, it's been a couple weeks since we've been together in person, so things may be a little tighter than they were the last time you were in studio. It's okay. Just breathe into it. And let's draw that knee back with the other. Come on up to tall knees and finding your version of camel. Maybe those heels of hands are on the low back. Maybe you want to go a little deeper, lace the fingers together. Either way, we're drawing shoulder blades together. We're opening that heart, right? We're all spending probably more time with technology than normal, or than we would like to stay connected. Breathe into that heart. You can take your gaze gently up. If your fingers are laced together, those knuckles are reaching down. If they're on your back, go ahead and press those hips just a little bit more forward. Take this into a little bit deeper opening back bend. Inhale. On the exhale, we'll bring those hands forward and curl the toes. Take the hips to down dog. Breath here, and then we'll step it forward with the left foot. Coming up to high crescent lunge again. High crescent means this back heel is up. Your feet are like train tracks. They're in parallel. On the exhale, we'll take that knee dip, hover the right knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, take the knee dip. And then set that back knee down. Flatten back foot. Find your easy low lunge here. Let's reach up, look up. And then again, can set those hands down and maybe sink deeper into that front knee. And maybe you're not sinking deeper today, that's okay. Exhale, release the hands down, moving even deeper into our Anjaneyasana again. Those fisted hands, flat hands, or come on to book or block with the forearms. Wherever you're finding yourself, a nice challenge, a nice stretch, a nice release without making it uncomfortable. And then we'll take that walk with the left foot to the edge of your mat. Toes are slightly turned out here. Peel that sole of foot up. Let the knee drop open. Opening that inner thigh here. And help us with our standing postures that we'll be moving into. Getting some mobility in that lower body. Exhaling, walking back and finding your flow through that half Hanuman and Anjaneyasana, half split, low lunge, just cruising back and forth with your breath, not pushing it too deep in either direction. And then draw those hips back. We'll stay here now. Stretch that out. Left toes coming up to the sky. Again, straight in that left leg, but not locking in the joint. Joints tend to not like being locked up. Inhale. On your exhale, we'll bend into front knee. Step that back foot up to front. Let's go ahead and find a forward fold here. Letting those fingers dangle, or bringing hands to opposite knees. Might have a little bend in those knees, might have a lot of bend in those knees, whatever feels good. Let the top of the head hang heavy here, right? We're finding that inversion, calms the nervous system, maybe finding that sway by alternating bending knees. Maybe you just want that nice still ragdoll. Enjoy the stretch down the back body. I'll always provide you options, choices. Choose what serves you on any given day. Let's exhale, release those fingertips down, and grounding left fingertips. Let's bend into that right knee slightly. Sweep right hand to the sky, and another little gentle rotation in that torso. Exhale down. Right fingertips stay grounded. Again, they can be up on a block or book to raise the floor. Bend left knee, left hand sweeps open and rises. We'll be doing some of these twists throughout. So a lot of times when our hips and legs are tight, a lot of that tightness, go ahead and bring it down. Fold forward and inhale to Ardha Uttanasana. Anyway, back to tighten the hamstrings, legs. Sometimes can be sourced through tightness in the torso, and vice versa. So we'll be working a lot of loosening everything up. Let's exhale, fold forward into Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep up tall. Reach for the sky. On the exhale, find your swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, Ardha. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweeping up. Let's take one more half sun salutation. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up. Let's go ahead and reach one hand down your side. The other comes up over your ear. Side stretch. Inhale, rise. Switch out your hands. Reach down towards your toes with one and up and over with the other hand. Inhale, rise and take your swan dive down. Lifting, Ardha, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step on back. Find your plank pose. Always options, feet, knees, hands, forearms, wherever you're finding your best form. Must be pulling that belly button to spine. If you're looking for a little more, let's hover those right toes. If you're on your knees, that just means extend the right leg long to find the hover. Exhale down. Inhale, hovering left toes. And release. Let's bring it down to the belly. Nice and controlled. Let's skim elbows towards the side. Find a low cobra here. Open up the chest, the heart. Take a little gaze forward. Exhale down. You can roll through those knees. Curling toes. Finding down dog. Making this first full sun salutation. Nice and easy, cruising through. Inhale. On your exhale, we'll step the feet forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, find Ardha. Exhale, plant the hands, step on back. Take it through your vinyasa here. Maybe that's taking it to low cobra. Maybe you're straightening the arms this time, finding your up dog, thighs lift in up dog. Bring it back to down dog. Other option can always hold that plank or take a child's whenever it serves you. Inhale, on the exhale, feet come forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping hands high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step on back, find your plank. Going to drop that left knee, kickstand it out, and take that right hand up and over. Moving into Vashisthasana, side plank here. Can leave that bottom leg kickstanded out. Can stack those feet. Maybe if you're looking for a big challenge, you lift that top leg, find a star. Exhale, back to your plank. Drop the other knee, kickstand it out. Take it to your supported Vashisthasana side plank. Or again, stack those feet. Or maybe find your star. Any level is good. Exhale it back to your plank. Let's move on through a vinyasa or not. You can hold this plank, find your child's Vinyasa down dog. Then you get to that down dog. Let's take an extra breath here. Inhale. On the exhale, we'll step those feet forward. Inhale, rise up, half lift. Exhale, folding Uttanasana, that full forward fold. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Bring them to heart. Let's catch the breath here. Reconnecting with a nice smooth rhythm of your breath. And let's sit back into those heels. Bring the booty back. Find your chair posture. Can we bring that chair a little lower today? And bring it up. And bring it down. Come on back to an easier chair. Let's roll right heel up and release. Left heel rolls up And release. We'll roll that right heel up, press into left leg, rising crane posture. Catch your balance here. Hands can stay at heart, or maybe you release that right hand to right knee, open up to the side, use your drishti, find something to nail your gaze to. Helps you keep your balance. Bring it back to center. Maybe left hand comes to that bent knee, and release right hand behind. Another one of these little gentle twists. Open up the side body. Come on back to center, hands to heart. Sit into your chair. Left heel rises, can stay here. Round into right foot, find that crane. With your crane, you can always have a book or block under the toe for an extra balance point. Find the full crane, flex that foot. Other option, left hand can release to that bent left knee, opening to the side, using your drishti for balance. Come on back to center with the bent knee. Let's switch out the hands and release left hand behind. Maybe you can gently, slowly draw the gaze to the back hand. A big balance challenge there. Let's come on back to center. Take a seat in your chair. We'll fold forward, release those hips high. Inhale, Ardha half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step on back to your plank. And take it to down dog. We'll inhale, take that right leg high, bend in the knee, open the hips, circle the ankle here in your three-legged dog. Maybe tiny hip circles forward and back. Inhale, on the exhale, we'll square up, step that right foot forward. We're gonna ground left foot this time. Rise on up. Find your warrior one, adjust. I obviously need to adjust. You want hips square, so in this case, right leg is forward, right hip pulls back to square up. That back foot is approximately 45 degrees out. Really think about grounding into the outer edge of that back foot here. Inhale, on the exhale, we're gonna reach forward, hinging from the hip. We're working the back core here, getting that back body strong. Breathing, also strengthening that front leg we're bending into. Sweeping hands around the back. Let's find a bind. Pull those knuckles back behind you. Maybe sink a little deeper into that front leg, into your humble warrior. Those bound hands can rest on the back. They can rise a little, they can rise a lot. You can bow that head. Whatever works for you today. Inhale, on the exhale, let's frame that front foot. Step on back to your plank. Let's take it up to down dog. And release left leg high. Bend the knee, open up, three-legged. Work through your ankle joint. Work through your hip joint. Inhale, on the exhale, drawing left knee forward all the way through. We're rising up to warrior one. Again, take a minute, adjust, get squared up with those hips. This time it's the left hip that's drawing back, squaring up. Inhale, on the exhale, let's reach forward. The hinge is coming here from your hips, nice flat back. Working the upper back here too, those shoulder blades. Full body strengthening right here in this posture. Sweep the hands around, find the bind. Maybe bind fingers the other way. That feels really funny on me. And sinking into your humble warrior. Breathe into this posture again, to reconnect with an even rhythm of your breath. Inhale, on the exhale, release the hands, frame the front foot, step on back to your plank. Last opportunity to flow a vinyasa here. Absolutely don't have to, your choice. I'm gonna take it down, and do my low cobra or up dog. It's all of us meet in down dog, even if you've been in child's or held your plank. We'll step on forward with those feet or hop them forward. Inhale, half lift, exhale, drop your hips, find your chair. Let's go ahead and sink that chair again and release it up. Sink your chair, release it up. Now release it all the way. Oh, those thighs are saying thank you. Big, big breath with those hands in a deep V. Bring it in. Yeah. Release the hands down. Let's connect to the four corners of your feet, under the balls of the feet, the heels. We want to take those hips right over ankles. So sometimes when we stand, we get a little lean like that. Really want to be stacked. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over ankles. So pay a little attention to your body. You might actually feel like you're kind of drifting backwards when you're standing in this right alignment. And breathe, that tailbone's moving towards the earth, top of head towards the sky. One more round of breath here, and let's take that big giant step back with the right foot. Straighten up. Mat is cruising away on me today. Opening arms. Yeah, great warrior two. Let's roll those shoulders up by the ears. Exhale through the mouth. Sigh it out. Find length in those fingers. Lots of energy. We don't want floppy wrists and hands, right? Turn them into blades, as a cheerleader would say. We'll release backhand, front hand flips, comes up and over, reverse or peaceful warrior. Inhale, rise up, stretch it out. Exhale, take that left forearm down to the thigh, reach up and over. Or maybe you're going opposite rights and lefts with me facing the screen, it's all good. Inhale, use the side body, come on up to your warrior two. And exhale into reverse. Inhale, side body brings you back to warrior two. Exhale, take it into your side angle. Let's swim that top arm once around front, once around back. Let it settle. And then if you're looking for an extra challenge, you can stay right here. You can draw that bottom hand out, grab your imaginary beach ball. We pretend we're at the beach instead of in our living rooms. Inhale, bring that up and back, straighten out your front leg. We have taken this to drop that back hand. Reverse Trikonasana, reverse triangle. Inhale, find your airplane arms. Let's turn all 10 toes to that long side of your mat. Feet are going to be in parallel here. Might want to scooch them out a little bit wider. Hinging once again from the hips. Fold it forward. Keep that nice flat back. Your gaze is straight to the floor in front of you. Strengthening the back here, the neck, shoulder blades. We'll release the hands down. Take a cruise through your transverse lunge. Side to side. Maybe it's little bends. Maybe you want to keep moving. Maybe you want to sink deep into one side. Turn those opposite toes to the sky. And then bring it through center and take that deep pause on the other side. Again, whether you continue to move, take smaller motions, or find a steep pause, all up to you. Come on back to center, lengthen both legs, drop the top of that head down. Maybe walking those fingers either back behind your feet to deepen your forward fold, or maybe those hands walk out towards their respective feet, or maybe they touch up here above the knee on your leg. Do an inhale here, exhaling. Next inhale, let's release those hands forward, fingertips come up again. Maybe you've got a block at home or a book, something a little solid to raise those fingers, raise the floor for you. We're going to leave that left hand down. Inhale, right hand sweeps high. As we do this, let's try to keep these hips level. Let's try not to shift the hips. So twisting from the torso here. Bring that right hand up. That might mean your right hand doesn't go as high, right? I can get mine higher too if I twist my hips with it. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left hand sweeps up. And bring it down. Let's take a bend in both knees, and we're rounding the back. We're taking a drip up to stand. Let's find our airplane arms, turning the other toes to the end of your mat. In my case, I'm going right toes. Again, you guys might be going opposite me on your mat. Not sure which way you're situated. Take a bend in that front knee. Find your warrior two. Let's pull those fingertips up to the sky. Fingertips pointing down to the floor. Bring them back to those cheerleader blades. Flip your palm. Let's draw fingertips towards your face. Back through the blades and let those fingertips drip towards the floor. A little stretch out for those forearms. Coming back to your regular warrior two, let's take the gaze out over front fingers. Release the back hand. Front hand flips, comes over, reverse warrior. Inhale through your warrior two. Exhale, find your side angle. You want active fingers up here on top, so I'm wiggling, not that. No floppy wrists or fingers. Take some intention through your energetic fingers. Inhale your way, warrior two. Exhale into reverse. Let's go ahead and straighten that front leg, reverse Trikonasana. Exhale as you draw up, bend back into front leg, take it into your side angle. Swimming that top arm. Take it once forward, once backwards. Holding here or finding that little bit of extra side core work. Slide bottom hand out, grab your beach ball, and bring it up. We're going to take it to star posture. So legs remain wide, toes are out, arms on a diagonal. Let's drop the hips, find your goddess squat. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach, rise. Last time, we're bringing it down. Taking those side bends with the elbow. Come on down to your thigh. Let's take the gaze up to the sky. Breathe here. Using that side body, draw on up. Take the other elbow down. Turn your face to the sky. Pretending we're seeing sun here in Chicago today. Inhale, rise up. Release those legs. Let's heel toe it in. Step the feet in nice and close. And let's take it down to a nice toe squat, okay? So we're up on the balls of the feet here. Heels are lifted. Those hips are nice and low. Let's walk the heels together to touch. Take the knees wide. And pausing here can bring palms flat, can have those fisted hands. Maybe you're coming down a little deeper onto some base of support, book block. Let's bow the head, let's close the eyes. Maybe another moment of reconnection with your breath, with your practice. Inhaling deeply into that belly, exhaling every little bit out. Inhale through the nose, take a sigh out through the mouth here. And if you have deepened into this, let's go ahead and walk it up a little bit. We'll draw those knees together. Take our sits bones down to the earth. Let's sit up tall. Take those feet about mat width distance. Let's move through a little seated cat-cow here. So hands are on front of knees. We're going to inhale, bring that belly, lead with the heart through the knees. On your exhale, we're holding onto the knees, leaning back, holding that belly button to spine cat. Inhale, lead with the heart into your seated cat. Exhale, back into your cat. One more round. Let's inhale, seated cow. Exhale, into your cat. And release those hands next to hips. Let's walk feet in, hips width distance. Straighten up in that heart. We're going to move into our Navasana, our boat pose. Options, one leg at a time rises. Maybe both legs come even parallel to the earth. Leaving hands down, finding a light touch behind the thighs, or reaching forward in your Tadasana boat pose. Keeping that heart lifted. Toughest piece here. Keep breathing. I know you want to hold your breath, but can't. You can even talk to the screen. You're on mute. That'll force you to breathe. One more inhale. On the exhale, let's drop those feet. We'll take the soles together. Find your Baddha Konasana. It can be a wide diamond. You can draw those feet closer. Let's take a little massage of the arches of those feet. Work them back and forth, up to the toes. Yeah, say hello, wake up feet. And then ease yourself down. Maybe those arms can put a little weight on the inside of the legs here, help open up. You can either use fingers to squeeze the toes together at the soles, or maybe you prefer to open soles of feet like a book. Again, your practice, play around with it, see what feels good for you. Release the neck and head, bow it down. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, let's start to stack the vertebrae. Close up the legs. We'll send left leg forward. And that right sole is going to come to the inside of the leg. Inhale up. On the exhale, hinge from your hips. Let's fold forward. Reach towards those toes. Maybe the hands rest on the floor. Maybe they rest on your shin. Maybe you make a connection with those feet. All of it's good. Again, the hinge is coming from the hips. We're not really rounding here. We're leading forward with the heart. And breathe. Inhale, on the exhale, we're sitting up tall. Let's take that bent knee to the sky. We're walking the foot just outside your hip here, bringing hands and shoulders inside that bent knee. Let's reach forward, reaching around the outside of the bent knee, reaching around the back. Can you find the tail of your shirt, the hem of your shirt? Make a connection with your hands there. Maybe some of you are bendy enough to have fingertips meet, or maybe you've got a strap or scarf, or you're using corner of that beach towel to make the bind, the connection there. If you're using hem of shirt, it's all good. If you just want to let the backs of those hands relax on the floor behind as you reach back, another nice option. One more inhale, exhale in this Marichyasana. And then we're going to sit tall, moving into our seated twist. Draw that bent knee close to the extended leg. So easiest way to twist, deepen by stepping over, take it deeper yet by bringing that front heel back. Wrapping left elbow around that bent right knee, looking over back shoulder. As you inhale into that twist, think about growing taller in your spine. Also bring some attention to your breath, right? Can you still get it all the way down in the belly? If not, loosen up that twist, not sacrificing breath for a posture ever. Inhale. On the exhale, let's go ahead, unwind, stretch out those legs. Draw left sole to the inside of that right foot, taking it to our Janu Shirshasana. I see you can barely see my toes here. Inhale. On the exhale, hinging forward, reaching for those toes. Sending hands down next to the leg, on the leg, maybe connecting to feet. Beating with the heart, hinging from the hip, breathing. Let that gentle gaze be down at your leg. More inhale. On the exhale, stacking spine tall. We'll take that knee to the sky. Walk that foot to the outside of your hip, bringing hands and shoulders inside that bent knee, reaching around outside of leg, around your back. Find the resting of backs of hands on the earth, or connect to the hem, or finding behind your back. Sorry, that was my work from home warrior coming out of seclusion where he's been on his call. Inhale. On the exhale, let's release that bind. Come on forward, walk that bent foot in. Maybe your twist will be the same version side to side. Maybe it won't. It's all good. So leave the foot where it is, or step over, or bring the front heel back. Right elbow wraps this time. Inhale tall as you look over that back shoulder. If you need a deeper twist, you can always take that elbow that's wrapping to the outside of the front bent knee. Inhale. On the exhale, let's bring that all around in front. Take those legs in front, shake out, and draw them both in. We're going to move slowly to our back. We'll stay there probably, I think, for the rest of the practice. Yeah, no, we'll come up on our belly a little bit. Anyway, let's go ahead and roll back. Tuck your pelvis. See if you can move vertebrae by vertebrae here. Nice and slow, make your way down. Release palms of hands to the mat. We'll walk those feet in. Keep them about hips width distance here. Taking your inhale, on your exhale, pressing low back into the mat. Tiny movement, nice release for the low back. It's taking a beating as we sit so much these days. Inhale, let the pelvis fall away. Find the natural curve of your back again. Inhale, on the exhale, pressing that low back to the mat. Inhale, let the pelvis fall away. Let's scooch those heels a little closer to the sits bones. We're pressing into all four corners of those feet. Inhale, on the exhale, hips rise, find your bridge. Exhale, release hips down. Inhale, rising hips into your bridge. And releasing down. One more time, let's rise to that bridge. Take all the weight in your left sole of foot this time. Right leg is going to extend long in front. So use the inhale to draw it up to the sky. Exhale to take it long in front and set it back. Help with support. Reset your bridge. Maybe it got a little crooked or unlevel. All the weight's coming into right sole here. Left leg stretches in front. Inhales to the sky. Bring it back out long. And take it under to support. Exhale, release that down. Just draw those knees into chest. And curl the back. And rising those feet to the sky. Let's take a little legs up here. Let those feet be heavy. Let the legs be heavy. Maybe this morning we fight with any little itch we've got to find movement in those legs. You know, it can be a little bit of a struggle to find stillness. Consider it a little challenge to yourself today. Just let those legs and feet hang heavy. Going to the reverse of the circulation, moving the lymph fluid through your body. Let's draw those knees into chest. Set the feet down. I'm going to give a choice here. We can take right ankle over left knee, come into reclined pigeon with both feet flexed, using right elbow to press that right leg away. If that feels good for you this morning, use that as your deep hip opener. If anybody else would like to gently roll on up to seated, we'll take that right knee bent in front and extend, left leg long. Bring it to traditional pigeon pose here. Let's sit tall at first. Stretch out that front hip flexor. Maybe take a bend in the back knee. Give the quad a little stretch. And then release that foot down and release the upper body wherever it is comfortable for you today. If you've got a blanket or block or book or something where you want to rest that forehead, maybe hands fold in front and that forehead rests on the forearms. Whichever version of pigeon you're choosing today, focus that exhale on your right hip. You're trying to release the tension there with your breath. Let's take one more round of breath here, and then if you're in recline, let's go ahead and peel yourself up to seated, and we'll come forward. You can meet us in child's pose, and for those in regular pigeon, we'll take our hands, forearms in parallel. Folks that are meeting us from child's, also take your arms in parallel there, those fingertips to the front of the mat. Folks in pigeon, curl those back toes, lift the back knee. We'll step back into a forearm plank. If you're in your child, step both feet back into that forearm plank. Rolling that belly to spine. Let's go ahead and rise the hips here. Find your way to a dolphin pose. Nice shoulder opener. Let's exhale our way back to that forearm plank, which can also be taken on knees. Inhale, hips to dolphin. Exhale back to your forearm plank. Let's lay that lower body down, flatten tops of feet. Press into the forearms. Find your Sphinx posture. Right, we're opening up that front body. We've done some core work today. Let's stretch out, pulling ears away from shoulders here. Bringing everything along. Your gaze is gently going to be about at the front of your mat. Want to keep some length in the back of that neck, right? Don't want to look up too harshly and crinkle the back of the neck here. So we'll all take a moment, sit back to child's. Folks that are taking your pigeon reclined on the other side, go ahead and work your way to your back. You'll be crossing the left ankle over the right knee this time and finding that bind behind the right thigh. Folks taking regular pigeon, let's walk the hands out. Let's draw that left knee forward. Right leg is lengthened behind. We'll sit up tall here to begin. Take the bend in the right knee, stretch out the quad. When you're ready, release top of that right foot down and sink deeper. Folks in reclined pigeon, keep both feet flexed. Use that bind behind the right thigh to pull in a little closer. And left elbow presses that left inner thigh and knee away. Again, whichever version you are choosing, we're sending that exhale to the left hip. More round of breath here. If you're in recline, let's go ahead and set those feet on the floor. For folks in regular pigeon, I'm going to start leaning into left hip, bringing right knee around. Folks in recline, sit up with us. Take those feet about hips width distance and little windshield wiper of the knees here, back and forth, side to side for all. And then we'll take everybody a roll back to your back. Draw those knees into chest. Make your way to your happy baby. Maybe it's peace fingers to big toes. Maybe it's hands to outside of the feet. Those knees and feet widen here. You can rock that baby side to side. Maybe take an opportunity to lengthen one leg at a time, or maybe lengthen both. Maybe staying with just that nice, still happy baby, knees bent. Can you send the entire length of your spine onto your mat here? Back of head is resting. Let's draw those feet and knees together. Take your feet mat width distance. Drop those knees to the right. Let's send palms up, arms out at shoulder height. Last little twist in that body. Take your gaze the opposite direction of your knees. Bring knees through center, drop them to the other side, switch your gaze. And bring those knees to center. We'll take legs long on your mat. Maybe bringing those hands closer to the sides, letting shoulder blades be heavy. Now let those fingers relax. Let them find their natural curve for our Shavasana. If there's another shape of Shavasana that serves you better, by all means, take it. You can support under the knees with your beach towel or blanket. You can take supine Baddha Konasana. You can bend the knees, let them knock in. Any which way, we'll find those heels heavy, hips heavy, shoulders are resting, they're heavy, back of head sinking into your mat. Release any tension from your jaw. Maybe open that mouth, work the jaw side to side. Let the teeth stay separated and the tongue just rest. Cheeks, forehead relaxed. Relaxing the sun center, that little space between your eyebrows. Easy breath. Resting here. Creating the release. You've worked your body, focused your breath, focused your mind. Escaped into your moving meditation for this hour that we've spent together. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Awareness to where your body is in space. You're finding gentle movements in hands and feet. An opportunity to stretch all those limbs long. Reach hands up overhead. Reach those toes away. Inhale fully. Exhale through the mouth with a sigh. Let it go as you roll to one side. Keep your eyes closed there on the side. Take a big breath. And as you're ready, come on back to an easy seated position where we'll close off our practice today. Let's bring our hands to Anjali Mudra at heart. Taking the peace and calm you feel right now throughout the rest of your day. Light in me honors the light in you. Namaste, ladies. Have a great one. Thank you so much for joining me today. Feel free to unmute, say hello,